Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record weekly review special for week 28 of the Gaming Decathlon competition. A little bit of a scratchy voice here, so I'm going to make this video short today. This week I brought in 1,975 points, a huge jump from where I was a week ago after the big reset, 400 points better, more than 400. So, nice week. Still well short of the best round record score from now 5 weeks ago of 2,899. But the current virtual best comes back up by about 200 to 2,290. And the all-time virtual best does see an increase, now over 5,600 at 5,620. Looking at the 10 games individually, Pro Cycling Manager 2019 Career Mode, a 14-point jump from where I was, starting to get the hang of what the team is capable and playing on a harder difficulty level than I did in PCM 18. PCM 19 Pro Cyclist, the stage racer, I've just called it Pro Cyclist in previous weeks, sees a good jump, 11 points now, and I not only got my first win this week, but I actually recorded 2 more in the second episode of the week. Those in a U23 race, but still, a win's a win. So 3 wins now from 0. And the race where I got those 2 wins, I'm in first place. It's still not done yet, though. So I should see a little bit of a boost in score, but as an under 23s race, it's a low value. Factorio Diggy, that's the news of the week. Factorio Diggy ends at 35 points in just 6 episodes, which will equal the shortest series that I've had. I've had 3, 4, 5 views each episode total. Game's been out way too long. The scenario is cool, but people don't know it. People aren't jumping on it. And so, no point carried on. Motorsport Manager, 0 points. By the way, Factorio Diggy is going to be replaced by another PCM 19 Pro Cyclist mode, but this one is going to be a Cobbled Classics rider. That's why I've renamed the PC Stage Racer. Motorsport Manager still facing a major challenge there as we started a brand new team straight into F1. Unlike Haas, we're not buying Ferrari parts through and through. We are starting from scratch, and we are horribly off the pace. I'm getting a lot closer. Financially, we're doing good, but just trying to survive right now, and we're so far off the back, it's going to be really hard to not get relegated. Steel Division 2, still sitting on 100 points. Really struggling with that series after it started so well. But all of a sudden, time crunch has become a major threat. So instead of playing smart, strategically, and ultimately quick, and saving a lot of lives, they're now telling me that I've got to be more like Stalin and say, hey, you, go that way. Oh, there's Germans over there? Yeah, that's okay. You go that way. Go. Shoo. Oh, you died. Oops. Hey, you. Yeah, your turn. Go. Yeah. Next. Right. And so on. Apparently I have to play that strategy a bit more. So, how much time left in the first campaign to make that happen, even though I'm right there. But I did use air assault effectively this week, and that was a nice change. Did a lot of damage to the Germans without taking anywhere near the kind of losses that I would take normally. Still lost, though, so got to deal with that. Maybe find a balance. Okay, so Imperator Rome. That was a massive week for me. You can see a jump 117 points higher now at 357. I've hit a turning point in that series where I'm converting to democracy. I've reached that next phase of the game and finally turning myself into a nation that is formidable. Not just large because of we could muster a larger army and just eke out victories. Suddenly, technology, we're catching up. I have a lot more citizens than I did, and we are now going from that migratory tribe who became a stationary tribe, a settled tribe, but now with the democracy, oh my goodness. Watch out, we are a force to be reckoned with. Basketball, 565 points, ending the season just 10 points shy of the record. 1 round shy of where we've been in the past, but we came up against the tournament winner, North Carolina, in the Sweet 16, and actually came closer to beating them than any other team in the nation. Their Elite Eight, their Final Four, their national championship matchups were blowouts. We were the only team they didn't blow out, and we nearly had them. Came very close, but we lost. So out we went, 565 points, but now I've got next season to look forward to, and I'm scared for next season because we have a lot of players graduating, and I'm not too sure what we're going to wind up with heading into the next season. PCM 18 career mode, continuing to make progress. Very late season now, nearly to the end of the season, which means those points are going to reset here real soon. But we jumped to 403 points, almost 50 higher than where we were. Also, the active game in the top 10 all-time list with that increase, so that's nice. Not looking forward to the new season just because of the score reset, but I am looking forward to the new season because we have a new sponsor. I think we have about 1 to 2 more weeks before we hit the new season, though, so a couple more episodes to go. F1 2019 career mode, still sitting on 159 points where I was a week ago. Our upgrade for this week failed, and I actually had a pretty dang good race in tough situation, difficult track in China, difficult conditions in the rain, and I absolutely hung with, and of course difficult situation being in the slowest car. Pace was good, hung with for half the race, and then made one mistake, lost the rear end, saved it, but lost a few seconds. Once I recovered from that, I no longer had those cars in front to watch the pace, and then I kept making the same mistake over and over again that I made that one time, and then as the tires started to go, even when I stopped making those mistakes, tire wear was difficult, and so I dropped back about 14 seconds by the end. That's a good race. It was a good race, and I met my objectives, at least. But it would be nice to actually start beating some cars on track. But a couple upgrades more, and maybe, just maybe, we'll be doing that. And finally, college football, we hit the end of the regular season. Went through the bowl season, and not only did we get invited to a bowl, but we won that bowl game. So I matched my best score of 300. So I've had a 6-6 season with a bowl win before in the opening season of the game. Now I've managed to do that with my own players, my own coaching staff, and everything. No holdovers, no leftovers. So now we've had a legit 300, which I really like because it's really shown the progress. I mean, we were a 1-11 team just 2-3 seasons ago, and now we're a 6-6 team and growing and getting better each and every season and recruiting well. Looking on the all-time virtual best, they're in 9th, PCM 18 career mode. Made progress. We jumped the gap of just making it into the top 10 to now over 400 and into that field, that crowded midfield from 4th to 9th, or really 5th to 9th with just 82 points separating them. Also, in a surprise move, Imperator Rome. Such an impressive week. Huge score this week. Just a couple weeks ago, Imperator Rome was still struggling, but I hit that turning point, and that score has just skyrocketed over the last couple of weeks. And hitting that democracy thing was massive, to the point where it just showed up on the 3 games on the outside looking in last week. And it jumped all of those games to reach the top 10. Now excluding Minecraft permanently from the list outside. So Minecraft is no longer in the top 10. And Imperator Rome is now an all-time top 10 series. I don't know how much time I have left, but it definitely looks like I'm likely going to succeed in the goal of creating Gaul. And then sky's the limit from there until timer runs out. Or do I call the series an end after succeeding at making Gaul? At this point, that might happen in the next 2 or 3 episodes. So 2 or 3 weeks, I might make that mark. I don't know. There's not much left to do to make that happen. So I'm hoping. It bumps Motorsport Manager and Football down a spot. And then replacing Imperator Rome as the 3rd game on the outside looking in, but in the same position it was in, is F1 2019. That is well off the mark with 159 points. So we can see the outside looking in is now getting pretty crowded, with quite a few games in the 300 range, from 10th down to 16th. But that's going to do it for this review special. Thanks for tuning in. And be sure to watch as I continue my journey and look for that new series starting this coming week. Bye for now.